Hey, gorgeous globe. Susie from Empowered Consciousness Australia. Welcome to today's post. And today's post is a really good one. It's all about the games that we play. And I'm not talking about football or tennis or soccer or, Aussie rules or whatever, or rugby. I'm talking about the emotional games that we play, and we all play them. And wait. If you're thinking to yourself, I don't play emotional games, that's a game in itself that I'd like you to reflect on. However, let me explain further if you will allow me. So emotional games, we have learned from young, and I'm sure we've all seen the little toddler that's out there playing the game. They're swinging from side to side, they're pulling at their skirt, and they're laughing and they're smiling at mummy or daddy because they want something, right? So that's an emotional game. And we've learned from bubbas to play these games because we get something from it. There's a positive to that behavior. And we then, as we become adults, our games just become more complex and more subtle. All right, so that's what I'm saying is we've learned from young, and it's behavior that we do regularly. So have a reflect on what you think your games are. Now, a very wise man who is I hope I get this right. He's a quantum physics professor here in Perth, but he's actually part of a huge international kind of group. And he was at a workshop that I was co-facilitating in, and he was explaining emotional games. And he did it in such a way that I was mind blown. So I hope I do his explanation justice this afternoon, because I'm going to use his explanation. And it's all mathematical. He uses maths to explain the emotional games that we play and the payoff and the rip-offs that we get. So if you don't have one, quickly go run, grab a pen and paper, or have your calculator ready, because there's a bit of a mathematical sum that I want you to do. So with every game comes a payoff and a rip-off. So the payoff is what we think we are gaining, but the rip-off quite often is longer lasting and can sometimes be really detrimental to ourselves and to our own well-being. So let's say with this maths equation that the game that we're playing is a -10. So just write -10. And because we're all negative and positive energy, right? So a game is actually a negative. So we'll give it a -10 value. And then there's a payoff. All right. So let's give the payoff, because it's a positive, let's give that a value of +5. So we've got the game -10 and the payoff, which is +5. Now, to find the value of the rip-off, let's do -10 times +5. And the answer is, for those maths geniuses that can do it in their heads, I hate you. I'm so jealous. I don't actually hate you, but I am jealous. And for those that grab the calculator, your calculator should be saying -50. So you can see there, even mathematically, when we explain emotional games, the game that you play, you times that by the payoff, ends up with a bigger rip-off, right? That -50. So in energy, it's a negative. So don't do them. She says, the bossy bitch. All right, which is a game that I play, bossy. So anywho, I won't go through the whole list, but there is a list that most of these are mine, not all of them, but most of these are my games. But I did a list where you can see I've got my game, my payoff, and my rip-off. So, and I quite often share this with people. Those are the emotional games that I have played in my time. Okay, the fact that I'm aware of them actually stops me from playing most of them. There's still a few that when I'm not mindful, I will slip into. Why? Because there's a payoff, but I keep forgetting that there's the bigger rip-off. But the fact that there's awareness around that now will actually change those behaviors. But have a think, like, what is the game that you play, the one that you play the most? And have a time, let's self-reflect on what is the payoff for you, because there will be a payoff. Even if you're playing a victim, there's a payoff for you. And then what's the rip-off? Be really true and honest with yourself. You'll find those answers, because your answers are going to be as unique as you are. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this evening's post. I've really enjoyed putting it together. I can't believe I've shared that emotional games list with you on social media. But anywho, it's done now, it's out there. But enjoy. I hope you got a lot out of this evening. And it's Susie from Empowered Consciousness signing off tonight. And don't forget, guys, be the best version of you can be. Bye for now.